I would like to thank Lord Dyson and his team for the report. It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning.
Most people thought everything inside Kensington Palace had already been uncovered, every hallway walked, every secret archived. But during a quiet renovation in the spring of 2024, something unexpected surfaced. Behind a forgotten door, untouched since 1997, lay Princess Diana's private study. It wasn't just another sealed room, because hidden beneath her desk behind a false panel was something no one was meant to find. A silk-wrapped, leather-bound diary marked DMS 1996. This wasn't just his mother's journal. It was the raw, unfiltered emotion of her mother. And as Prince William read it, the tears came quickly. So what did he find inside? Let's find out. The legacy of Princess Diana. Princess Diana was more than a royal lady. She was a beacon of compassion whose charity work touched millions. From AIDS advocacy to landmine awareness, she became famous among the normal public. To the world, she was the people's princess. But to William and Harry, Princess Diana was simply their mum. Diana's presence wasn't just in the headlines alone. It was the way she carried herself and the way she connected with the public that made everyone start to like her. Her jewelry, such as the iconic sapphire ring now worn by Kate Middleton, held deep symbolic meaning. Every adornment she chose and every decision she made seemed to carry a profound significance, often interpreted as acts of quiet rebellion. But when she tragically died in 1997, it left an emotional void. Her sons were just 16 and 12 years old, left to mourn in silence. William and Harry have since honored her through charities like the Diana Award, but the pain of her absence remains. For decades, her private study at Kensington Palace remained undisturbed, a time capsule of her life filled with books, notes, and the lingering scent of rose perfume. The full scope of Diana's private endeavors remained largely unknown until recently. The discovery of a hidden jewelry box by William has now begun to unravel a deeper understanding of the princess. The jewelry box. It was a quiet spring morning in 2024 when renovations had begun at Kensington Palace. William didn't expect to feel anything that day. Renovation decisions were routine and matter-of-fact until someone mentioned a sealed room at the far end of the East Wing, Diana's private study. Sunlight filtered through the dusty windows as William stepped inside. Time seemed to have stopped there. Her handwriting remained on post-it notes. Her favorite pen rested in its holder. And beneath her writing desk, something unusual caught his eye. A loose panel with a faint click. He pressed it and it opened, revealing a small jewelry box wrapped in a silk scarf. It wasn't just a box of jewels or a collection of trinkets, but something far more valuable. With his trembling hands, he opened the leather cover. There was written DMS 1996, her final year. He hesitated, a flood of memories from his 15-year-old self, mourning her, rushing back. Was it right to open this? Expecting royal jewels or earrings, but when he opened it, he found a sealed envelope with the edges worn, in Diana's elegant handwriting. No index, no titles written on them. It was just Diana's raw emotion printed on the paper. These weren't gems, but letters, unspoken memories from her final year. William's hands trembled as this was her voice, locked away for 27 years, waiting in the quiet of a palace that had once confined her. As he sat, the weight of what he held sank in, pulling him into a moment where time stood still, ready to know his mother's deepest secrets. What the letters revealed. The diary wasn't a memoir. It was a private sanctuary for a woman trapped between two worlds. Written in 1996 and 1997, it contained Diana's raw, unfiltered feelings. Her words were vulnerable and candid, a stark contrast to the polished interviews the public knew. "I think I loved him more than he could ever return," she wrote of Charles in early 1997. But love cannot survive in a palace built on silence. She wasn't blaming anyone, simply describing the honest feelings she kept hidden from the outside world. the pain of loving someone without reciprocation. Yet it wasn't this revelation that truly shattered William. It was her writing about her sons. "My boys are so young, and I feel time is against me," she wrote. "An institution is shaping them before they can even find their voices." She feared the crown more than the cameras, a profound worry that traditions would dictate their future, confine them, and erase the parts of them she cherished most. "I fear I have failed them, not because I didn't love them, but because I wasn't allowed to be their mother the way they needed." William could barely keep reading, but even he couldn't imagine what she had written next. "If something happens to me, they will say it was an accident. But I know too much, and I speak too freely." She warned of betrayal within the palace walls, speaking of hiding her pain behind a smile, viewing it as a duty. By far the most hurtful line she wrote was that, "I smile for cameras, but who holds me when I cry?" Her hopes for William shone through. Stay human. Don't let power make you distant. Your marriage, your children, let them see your soul. William held the pages tighter as tears fell through his eyes, staining the ink his mother had once spilled in solitude. It was her struggles behind the scenes that no one knew about. That wasn't just a letter. It was Diana herself pleading for her sons to break the silence that broke her. A mother's final message. Tucked into the back flap of the diary, William found a folded letter. The ink was faded. There was no date, just a heading. "To my sons." And then there was her final message. "If you are reading this, then I didn't get to say all I wanted to. I'm sorry for the pressure you'll inherit, for the walls you'll walk within, and for the parts of me you didn't get to know." She admitted to her flaws and regrets, yet still offered them her unconditional love. "I made choices to survive. Some were right, some were not. But every step I took was to try and give you a future with more honesty than I had." William read in silence, unable to move. And then came her final gift. "Don't let the crown steal your kindness. Don't become so polished that the world can't see your soul." She begged them to feel, to speak, and to not become cold and quiet as the crown might demand. "They will say emotion is weakness. Prove them wrong." The letter ended without a signature, just a smudge at the bottom, as if her hand had stopped mid-sentence. William clutched the page to his chest. Tears streamed down his face, not just from grief, but from the profound weight of knowing the final words his mother left behind. William would now carry on this mission she entrusted to him. Diana's words had done more than what a normal letter could do. They had awakened something deep inside him. William knew what needed to be done, why it still matters today. William and Kate continue her work by helping charities like Centerpoint and the Earthshot Prize. Kate often wears Diana's sapphire rings. She is also seen wearing her earrings as well. These aren't just fashion choices. It's a way to remember and honor her legacy. William is also a kind and loving father, just like Diana wanted when she wrote, "Stay human." But William's transformation is deeper. Since 2024, his tone has shifted. His decisions are more transparent. He's not just leading, he is listening as well. If the letters are real, they gave William something special, a chance to hear his mother's words after so many years. They remind us that Diana was more than a princess. She was a mother trying her best in a difficult life. This story isn't just about royalty. It's about healing and love. It makes us wonder what other secrets are still hidden in palaces. In today's world, people are looking for honesty. Diana's message to break the silence feels more powerful than ever. The royal family, once known for staying quiet, is slowly changing. Not because of publicity or image, but because of one diary. A hidden jewelry box that didn't hold diamonds. It held the truth. William is now more open to royal visits and honest interviews, which show that he heard what his mother said. Some boxes don't just hold jewelry, they hold memories. Diana's love didn't disappear. It stayed with her sons. And now, through them, her light shines once again. But still, many people question, do they exist in reality, or was it just a fan-made thing? Whether true or not, Williams is continuing what his mother began, hoping to put a broken legacy back together, one truth at a time. So what do you think about these letters? Were they real, or just a heartfelt story crafted by Diana's admirers? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you liked the video, smash that like button and subscribe. Also consider turning on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future videos like this. Until then, see ya.